Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and testing every single weapon inside of MW3 to see how viable these weapons are for us to be using inside of our Zombies game mode. This is going to include the aftermarket parts, the aftermarket conversion kits, as well as the MW2 weapons. So if you're new around here and you like to find out how weapons perform inside of Call of Duty Zombies, make sure you subscribe, turn on those bell notifications. You are definitely in the right spot. As well, down below in the description, you will find the link for my streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I stream everything from MW3 Zombies all the way through to custom zombie maps and have an absolute blast over there doing so. Would hope to see you all come and hang out, as there will be a stream today. Now, before we dive into anything review related today, I wanted to touch base on Season 6. Now, for Season 6, this is our final season for Black Ops 3. So there is going to be one more season of weekly challenges, and this is the camo that we're going to be getting if you complete all of Season 6's weekly challenges. And I think this camo looks really cool. I believe it's going to be animated, so I'm pretty excited to see what that looks like. As well, for Season 6, we have new weapon mastery camos, and this one looks absolutely stunning. You will have to get all of the other camos before unlocking this one, and this one is going to take 300,000 XP per weapon to unlock. I am so excited to see what this camo looks like on weapons, and I can't wait to get to unlocking that and show you all how that looks. Also, on the channel, you guys are smashing through goals and milestones at an unbelievable rate. We are so quickly approaching our next Vault Edition giveaway for Black Ops 6 on any platform of your choice once the channel reaches 5,000 subscribers. So thank you all so much for the unbelievable support on the channel recently. Literally absolutely amazing. On top of that, the Zhordecommunity Discord is also growing at an amazing rate. We have now passed over 500 members inside of the Zhordecommunity Discord, and there is people in there that are looking to help other players and get into games and make new friends. Truly an amazing community. If you're looking to join, the link for the Zhordecommunity Discord, you will find it down below in the description. Now today, we're going to have a look at one of the most iconic weapons inside of Call of Duty, in my opinion. It has been around for a long time. Everybody knows about this weapon. So today, we're going to be having a look at the M16 assault rifle with its aftermarket conversion kit on it, and we're going to be taking that through all three tiers, taking on bounty contracts all the way through. So hopefully, by the end of today's video, you have a really good feel for how this weapon performs inside of Zombies, and at the end of the video, you should be able to make up your mind on whether or not this weapon is going to be a viable option for you to run inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. So without further ado, let's dive into the M16 review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate that. Now today, we're going to be having a look at the M16, and this iconic weapon has been in Call of Duty for many, many, many years. We have the new Week 8 animated camo. I think it's called Chainbreaker, for completing all 8 of the weekly challenges, and I'm looking to keep that camo on our weapon today as I think it looks absolutely amazing. Now, if you're new around here to the channel, when I spawn in here and do weapon testing videos, we spawn in and put all of our perks on with absolutely no additions to the weapon to make it any stronger whatsoever, aside from running Deadshot Daiquiri, as I enjoy the extra critical damage that it does provide since I play on mouse and keyboard. And then we go off and find our first bounty contract of the day, and we're looking to be taking on our first bounty contract inside of Tier 1 at White Rarity, just the base M16 weapon with its aftermarket conversion kit, which does allow the M16 to be fired in fully automatic mode. Now, the standard M16 without the aftermarket conversion kit inside of Zombies is burst fire until you pack-a-punch it, and then it will turn to fully automatic. Just so you guys know the difference between the M16 and the aftermarket conversion kit and what it does. Also, make sure you're watching all the way through to the video. I do have the build, the camo, and the blueprint that I'm using today inside of the video, so I got you covered there. You don't have to worry. Now, our first bounty contract we were taking on today was a Mangler inside of Tier 1, and just the first few shots I fired into his cannon, being able to see that cannon get destroyed, I was already feeling incredibly confident with this M16 in my hands. And what crazy loot. I think the game is trying to tell me something, dropping me 2 self-revives on my first bounty contract of the day. Like, what the heck? Also, I do want to mention So the weekly challenge update came in yesterday for Wednesday, and I was hoping to see the game receive some sort of stability patch or improve stability. And just to let you all know, my very first match of today, my game completely froze. in the main lobby loading in and completely dashboarded and froze. And then I relaunched the game to get this video recorded, and it wouldn't even launch. It just completely froze. So it took 3 times for me launching the game today to be able to get this recording done. So let me know down below in the comments if you all are still experiencing stability issues inside of our MWZ Zombies games, because I definitely am still feeling connectivity and stability issues inside of my games. Now, seeing our first 2 bounty contracts, how well they had done inside of Tier 1, I wanted to go and have some fun with our final one. So we threw on Legendary Tool, Shatterblast. We are now Pack 1 and incredibly overpowered to be inside of Tier 1, handling absolutely anything that comes at us. So we picked up our bounty contract, our 3rd one, and our final one inside of Tier 1, and then we made our way over to our Mangler bounty contract and just absolutely shredded that bounty. Tons of fun to do these bounty contracts inside of Tier 1 when you are that strong. It's just so much fun being that OP. So seeing how strong this assault rifle had performed with its conversion kit on it throughout the bounty contracts we had taken on inside of Tier 1, I wanted to push into Tier 2 and grab a Tier 2 bounty contract with its increased health, but I wanted to keep this assault rifle with its aftermarket conversion kit at the damage output that it was when we were inside of Tier 1 and see how well it handles Tier 2 and a Tier 2 bounty contract. We had a Mimic bounty that was in the area, and he was the one that we picked up. Now, while I was fighting our Mimic bounty contract, we got a notification that a player was down in the area. So I knew as soon as I was finished with my bounty contract exactly what I was going to be doing. But you can see the critical damage that we were able to do on a bounty contract inside of Tier 2, being only Pack 1 on this weapon, is remarkable. I was feeling incredibly confident at this point using this weapon. Now, with no PvP inside of MWZ, I 100% believe that we should all be helping each other out inside of our game modes. There is no reason not to, so just made sure we got that player back up, confirmed that they were up and ready to get back into the fight, and then we pushed on and grabbed our 2nd and final bounty contract inside of Tier 2. And I wanted to see just how well this assault rifle was going to perform against our 2nd bounty contract, but before we made our way over to it, I wanted to pop my mobile Pack-a-Punch machine and take this weapon to Pack-a-Punch level 2 and then get off and see how it handles our bounty contract inside of Tier 2. Pack 2, legendary with an ammo mod. And this Mangler stood 0 chance. This weapon is truly amazing. The damage output on this is absolutely astonishing. You do have an absolute boatload of ammunition with this, which is awesome. Couldn't believe the loot, another self-revive, and a PAP 2 crystal. Then I noticed that there was a player inside of Dokkaebi taking on Dokkaebi, and so I figured, you know what, let's hop in there and see if we can't complete this Warlord with this player and see what we can get out of the loot. Possibly I can get a Scorcher out of the Warlord reward rift. So and I believe the player, I'm not sure what weapon they were using, but they totally destroyed Dokkaebi in front of me. But this assault rifle definitely handles you know, the mercs inside of Tier 2 without much of an issue. I was just, you know, having no issues at all handling anything up here. Now, it is strange to see that it takes a second now, once you have defeated Dokkaebi, for her to actually kind of spawn in and the reward rift to show up. I think he was using the crossbow because he destroyed that helicopter right there, like, without much of an issue. So I have a feeling that's what he was using, or shotgun. I'm not sure, but he totally wrecked it. We got a Wonderwaff DG2 case out of Dokkaebi, which I don't really want, and we got a ray gun out of Dokkaebi, which, again, I don't really want. I will say, though, that the ray gun is amazing inside of MWZ Zombies for taking on mercs and warlords. It will two-shot helicopters out of the sky and just pretty much one-shot mercs. So if you're looking to deal with a warlord or a mission that requires you to take out mercs or kill mercs, you know, a ray gun is definitely an option to make that incredibly easy. Now, seeing as he was picking up the Wonderwaff, I was kind of lingering around. I was hoping that possibly he might get something out of their reward rift that they did not want, and then they might have dropped it for me, but he picked up everything. Fair, got everything that he wanted out of that, so that was awesome. So seeing how we performed, you know, dealing with somewhat of a warlord, the contracts, the bounty contracts in Tier 1 and Tier 2, with this assault rifle, I was feeling really confident to push into tier 3, stop at the Der Wonderfizz machine, and grab the rest of the perks so that we have all of our perks inside of tier 3, which is something I love to do. Now, when I got into tier 3, it was chaotic at best to describe just how many people were in here and how many players were inside of tier 3. It was absolutely crazy. There was just so many players going on inside of tier 3 today. But I did want to see how this would perform inside of tier 3, you know, being packed to legendary with an ammo mod before we go and put on max damage output and throw mags of holding on this to see how well it performs. So here we are, rounding up a huge horde of zombies inside of tier 3 at Pack-a-Punch level 2 with an ammo mod and legendary tool on this M16 with its aftermarket conversion kit, and it definitely handles crowd control at Pack-a-Punch 2 without much of an issue. I did have to push back a couple times here, but that's because I don't have any plates on, and so if I take it, you know, 2-3 hits in quick succession, that's going to be a down. So I just wanted to kind of keep pushing back. But you can see, like, I'm standing and dishing out the damage at pack 2 inside of tier 3 with this assault rifle. Truly amazing damage output on this. Like, holy smokes, the carnage that I was able to create and leave behind at just pack 2 with this assault rifle was truly epic. I mean, look at all the carnage we got back here. All the ammo, all the armor plates from all the zombies that we took out from that crowd control. So the last thing to do was to throw on pack 3 and mags of holding and see how this thing performs at maximum damage output against the crowd inside of tier 3, and you will not be disappointed with this assault rifle 100%. I mean, I am melting everything at the end of the barrel. Tac stance basically removes all recoil when you're firing this, so it's just like laser straight with tac stance, just so you guys know. But I mean, look at the carnage. Absolutely incredible damage output on this assault rifle at max damage output. Truly amazing. So the next thing to do is go off and show Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches, my new M16. Check this out, Zhorde. It now fires fully automatic. I don't think Zhorde was really pleased. As soon as I told him that, he started lasering me. But anyway, I thought I'd bring him over to our picnic table area here so that I can show you guys the damage output on this SMG, at this assault rifle at max damage output. Boy, you can tell I like running SMGs in game. I threw my thermite trying to hit Zhorde, but I stuck it on the picnic table tent. That wasn't very good. Jumped down, Zhorde fired up his laser attack, so I wanted to get some shots in the critical area while he was firing up that laser attack, and I should have put on an extra plate, but I didn't. So took a silly down there just from standing too long inside of the laser attack, and I paid for it. No big deal. Like I always say, don't let downs inside of MWZ bother you. Get back on your feet and get back into the fight. Now you can see we have HVTs, crowd control, dogs, sprinters, a disciple, everything coming at us inside of tier 3. And this assault rifle is definitely able to handle the congestion and just about any situation that you're in inside of tier 3. I do have a recommendation for all of us playing inside of tier 3. Just with the struggle with plates, as you've seen me, if you have golden armor plates, maybe throw those on just to make your life a little bit easier when you're playing zombies. Now, our Mega Abomination Zhorde was forced to despawn as we had a team in the area activating the pillars to go into the unstable rift. They did invite me to their team, but I did not want to join. I was not equipped to be going to the unstable rift. I did not have dead wire detonators, and I didn't have my crossbow, which is what I use when I go inside of the unstable rift. But I want to show you like a standard just HVT disciple inside of tier 3, just like immensely easy work, just eliminated at the end of the barrel without any stress at all. It handles zombies inside of tier 3 without much of an issue, whether they're armored or not. You can just kind of melt them all at the end of the barrel. I mean, you can see the damage I'm doing to the zombies on screen right there. It's truly remarkable. This is an awesome weapon to run. It is a ton of fun to use. I really enjoyed using this. Like, it wasn't something that I felt like I was, you know, hindered by having this equipped, and you know, felt like it wasn't hindering my movement speed too much. It is an assault rifle. Now, in the build that I use for this weapon today, there's going to be some room to move. So if you wanted to build this M16 towards maybe more for movement speed or move more towards ADS speed, there's definitely going to be some options for that. My build today was aimed at, damage output and shooting it as laser straight as I possibly could get it. Now, with just the sheer volume of players inside of Tier 3, I was unable today to grab a bounty contract that I was able to complete. In fact, I was struggling to even find a contract inside of Tier 3. So I figured I would show you this raid weapon stash as I was able to finally pick up a contract and show you just how well and as easy work you can make this raid weapon stash by using this assault rifle. Like, everything just dies at the end of the barrel. I mean, you can see right here, they pushed through a little bit, but I was just able to continue to push them back. I turned one zombie and he went to town, which was awesome. Sending a couple of the zombies flying across the room. It was good fun to see. Drop my energy mine in behind me so that, again, if the zombies came through that way, I would be protected. But overall, I mean, this weapon handles all situations. So you're looking at a bounty contract inside of Tier 3. Even though I wasn't able to show you one today, it's definitely going to be able to handle them. You can tell by just how well I was able to take out damage on Zhorde. We do have one more Mega Abomination fight to show you, so you will be able to see just how well and how quickly you can eliminate a Mega Abomination with this assault rifle when you're able to hit the critical shots. So truly awesome damage output on this weapon. Now, when you're doing raid weapon stashes, this one in particular inside of Tier 3, let me know what your strategies are for completing raid weapon stashes down below in the comments. If I have an Aether Blade equipped, I will complete the raid weapon stash contract just by using the Aether Blade. The majority of the time, if I need to fire, I will. I also use energy mine when I run solo, so I drop one of those behind me to protect me from anything that could show up from behind. And then we make sure we drop down one level where all of these zombies are trying to climb up if I need ammo replenished or if I need to put plates on, as there will be a pile of them right there. So we were able to finish off that bounty contract. Again, more amazing loot out of that. I got a jug suit, which was awesome, a large plate or a large backpack, and a perk that I didn't need. Now, I saw a mangler right here, another standard HVT inside of Tier 3, but I mean, just look at this M16 just shred through absolutely everything at the end of the barrel. Mangler gone, zombies gone, not much of an issue, gone. What was in the safe? Really nothing that exciting. I double checked. I wasn't sure if I had picked up everything that I wanted out of the reward rift, and there was nothing left to grab. So I wanted to kind of show you. I was really sorry I wasn't able to grab a bounty inside of Tier 3 today. I could not find one on the map to grab for the life of me during this run. So we did engage our Mega Abomination that hangs out by the bridge and the buy station right there inside of Tier 3. So I figured it would be a perfect time to head up here, grab some verticality, show you how well this M16 performs in close quarters when you've got a whole bunch of zombies coming at you, hitting you with a ton of damage. I was able to stand there basically in a corner and dish out enough damage to, push back the hordes and push back the crowd control so that I am able to get the focus fire into the Mega Abomination, who is nicely, patiently waiting for me at the bottom of this elevator. I picked up an insta-kill, which I thought would be awesome to help clear out some of the final riffraff as they just continue. A mangler popped up. Like, how did you climb that ladder, my guy? I don't know, but that's very impressive. He managed to climb the ladder with a cannon in one arm and that massive blade in his other arm. Props to manglers for being able to climb ladders like that. But look at the damage output this M16 does with its aftermarket conversion kit to a Mega Abomination inside of Tier 3. I mean, we are just melting through his health bar like a hot knife through butter at this point. Truly remarkable damage output on this M16. I mean, just look at how easy I was able to finish off that Mega Abomination. After I cleared out the crowd control, was able to focus in fire on that Mega Abomination. It was incredibly easy work to be able to get that one finished. I highly recommend that you all go give this aftermarket conversion kit a shot. And if you're not a big fan of the conversion kit, go ahead and give the M16 a shot. Now, I was up against the storm inside of Tier 3. I was up against the storm at my exfil, so it was time to get the heck out of Dodge. We were getting on the helicopter to leave with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the entire match. Truly an awesome run. Tons of fun. My thoughts and feelings overall on the M16 with its aftermarket conversion kit Definitely going to be a viable weapon to be running inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombie Zone modes across all 3 tiers and inside of the Dark Aether. Even though you didn't see it today, trust me, this will hit really hard inside of there. So definitely a viable option for us to be using inside of our games on 100%. The loot wasn't too bad. I used a PAP 3 crystal, but I did manage to come out with a PAP 2 crystal, so I will take that 100%. Now here's the build that I was using on the M16 for today's video. Like I said down earlier in the video, if you wanted to make changes for ADS speed or for movement speed, let's work together in the comments section to make those changes there so that everybody has a chance to run an amazing build on this M16 with its aftermarket conversion kit inside of our Zombies games. Now the camo I'm running is the new Week 8 challenge camo for completing all 8 weeks of your weekly challenges, and it is under under all camos? Under event camos, and it is the chain breaker right there. So the last thing to show you guys is to show you the blueprint that I was using on the M16 for today's run. Other than that, make sure you are subscribed, liking, and commenting the videos so you have your best chance to win our next Black Ops 6 Vault Edition giveaway. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in the next one.